What? How did I do that just then? How did I dodge that hit? Okay, what the hell? Where the hell did my pipe bomb go? Oh my god, this mode has such shit spawning. Just spawn out of thin air. Like, what is this? Like, how does it have so much trouble loading in the fucking assets? Enemies just sneak up right behind you all the time in this fucking stupid mode. How is this challenging? They're just using a bug in the programming as a cheap excuse to generate challenge. Enemies spawning behind you in a mode that is designed for speedrunning and for score purposes. That is not suitable for that. Fucking stupid. It really is. I think the only reason they don't let you combine the part with the weapon is because when you do, the inventory disappears to actually show you the weapon, and I'm guessing they wanted to avoid that possibility because it might screw up with the programming, and so they just make it where you can simply place something outside the inventory, combine the part with the weapon, and then get the item back from this spot right over here. That's the only thing I can think of. It's just because of the actual model viewer of the weapon showing up. When you actually combine the part to the weapon, it closes the inventory, and it probably messes with the programming. That's the only thing I can think of as to why that's the case. Press the D-pad twice just then, and he would not pull out his pistol. What the fuck? What the fuck was that shit? Didn't even flinch! Oh, I can go into the inventory during this moment. If this was Resident Evil 7, the whole event with opening up the reservoir would be happening while I'm busy arranging my inventory. But no, they wanted to settle for Resident Evil 4's crappy inventory system that pauses the game and you have to manage it like crazy. I do not like this inventory system at all. What the fuck? Why did you not fucking sprint? All because of the fact that the turning animation has more priority than the fucking sprint. This is a great example of when that kind of system screws you. And people are like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Well, it was a big deal just then. Happens all the fucking time with this game. What a load of shit. It's moves like that force you to adhere to a very rigid placement of yourself in certain parts of the arena. Like, you have to stay on, like, the corners of the arena, you have to stay near the walls. It's just a dumb way to encourage the player to stay at specific parts of the environment because they didn't design the environment very well for this fight. Oh! I actually got past him! Nice! I don't know why that was so different. Moreau didn't load in fast enough for some reason. That was strange. That's how I was able to get past him for the first time. Excuse me, what the fuck? Huh? Oh, I'm out of space, that's why. That's dumb.
Please come again.
Look at this shit. Like, why is the game so lazy in arranging my inventory to allow me to buy the shotgun shells? Again, if this was Resident Evil 7, this would not be a problem.
Play with me some more.
Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck was going through the developers' heads when they were setting up that spawn there? All I wanted to do was load a save file and get to this fight, and they put Cassandra's spawn point right there. Did they have no brains when actually designing this? Why the fuck would you put a spawn point right next to a door where you have to use a key item? And then you're forcing the player to use an exploit that they've probably never seen before if they haven't been invested in this game. At least with me, I've been invested with this game. Way before this game released, I knew about that trick with using the door to get past Cassandra. What the fuck were they expecting you to do? How brain dead were these developers when they were designing certain spawns? It's the same as with that one Morieka that just spawns out of the blue when you go up those stairs before Bella. How fucking dense are these developers? Thank you, game, for preventing me from sprinting because of the fucking turning animation. And thank you, game, for designing a shitty hitbox to make dodging this boss impractical in the stupidest way possible. Running away from an attack like that has so much more momentum and has the most dishonest hitbox ever, and you can't crouch under it, and so I'm having to resort to not clipping against the geometry and having to run away at the right moment with a shitty movement system where I cannot sprint, where I'm busy turning, and people want to say, oh, this is skillfully designed. Not every attack needs to be crouched under. The most half-assed responses ever. This, to them, is serviceable for a properly designed, skillfully designed fight. What a bunch of fucking retards. And it's those same retards that designed this fight, and it's those same retards that influenced New Capcom to design this boss with the most half-assed designs ever. That, you can even see that that's phantom fucking range! They fixed none of the fucking hitboxes! Unfucking real! I can't even tell if she's running at me. The camera is... Oh my god. This is so shit! This is so fucking shit! What the fuck?